Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Dead Space 3. And I know this playthrough, if you've been watching it so far, has been a lot of complaining about the game. But, you know, that's what I do. This game, honestly though, I don't like it that much. I mean, it's decent enough to keep playing and not just quit mid-game. But, it's not good enough to... I don't know. It's not what Dead Space should be. This Dead Space shouldn't be like a over-the-top action game. It's just not. Like, when you look at the first Dead Space, you wouldn't have thought, oh yeah, there needs to be a few sequels that are over-the-top action games. You know what I mean? Hope you know what I mean, because this game is definitely not. This definitely doesn't feel like Dead Space. Doesn't mean it's not a good game. It just shouldn't be called Dead Space. Fuck you. Okay. What's with all these fucking goddamn benches? That's the third one I've seen in, like, within 5 seconds. Remember what I said before about this game being very linear? I definitely take that back. The optional missions are definitely a really cool thing. They definitely make this game better in that kind of respect than Dead Space 2. Dead Space 2 didn't have any of that shit. Neither did the first one, but the first one did a good job of doing linear gameplay right. That's something going on. Only 2 shots to kill. And it like stuns them, that's the best part. Oh my god. Brutal. Shit. Just fucking them up. Okay. I would actually say, now having played a lot of the game, I definitely think this game's better than Dead Space 2. But, I think I like Dead Space 2 more, though. If you look at Dead Space 2 as an action game, Dead Space 3 is better. But if you look at Dead Space 2 as a horror game, then Dead Space 2 is better. Because Dead Space 2 had that whole Nicole subplot that was actually kind of creepy and very, very interesting. This doesn't have any, like, they don't even attempt to have horror anymore in Dead Space. Like, Dead Space 2, when Nicole would pop up and go like, "Rah!" that showed that they at least tried to do something right. But there's, like, no anything in this game related to that at all. It's just very disappointing. I've got full health. I probably shouldn't have done that, but I like having full health, so. Fucking die! Fuck! Yeah, these are definitely like the little children replacers for Dead Space 3. And the little children, by that I mean like those little, like when you went into the school section of Dead Space 2, they're the little like I don't know, like kindergarten kind of looking kids that were necromorphized. And they used to be like the drop enemies where you just get a whole bunch of like drops and stuff from them. Oh my god, I hate this fucking shit so much. Oh my This fucking shit's so goddamn dumb. I know eventually I'm gonna fail one and it's gonna piss me off. Because this isn't hard. Just fucking tedious as fuck. Because I'm only one person and I'm doing a co-op thing. It's just so goddamn dumb. Alright, that's the way I'm supposed to go, so that means this is the way where all the items are. Or item. This is the way where all the item is. Faggot. Ha! Oh shit. I just love the doors. Open, close. Open, close. So far, so good. Plenty of ammunition. I missed my plasma cutter. I'm actually going to try this weapon out, see how this works. Let's do a test fire. Oh shit. Alright, test fire successful. Okay. Switching back over to the good gun. Motherfucker. Okay. How much health do I have? Let me check. Whoops. Alright, 2 small packs. That's good enough. Use one more. Fuck. Man, I really do wish they tried more with this game. Like, there's so many good parts to just scare you. Like, the environments are really creepy and, like, atmospheric. But, like, what happens in them is just not creepy and atmospheric at all. Very disappointing. It's like if you took, like, the Overlook Hotel from The Shining and fucking, like, everyone knows that that's, like, one of the, like, those scary places from, you know, like, classic literature and stuff. It's like if you took that and added, like, fucking circus clowns and buffaloes and fucking horses and zebras in it. Just take, like, a really, like, creepy environment and just throw a bunch of bullshit in it. That was a really weird analogy, but I hope I made sense there.
Check that console. The key is here somewhere.
What's so important at the train depot?
Munitions.
What happens if Clark finds them first?
Then nobody gets reborn. So keep looking. Up there!
I see him! He's on the catwalk!
Wait! There's something down here too! Look out!
Faggot! Fuck! Oh yeah! See what I mean, though? They could have done so much more in this area. Like, maybe have, like, one enemy fucking, like, fall from the roof or something, and then, like, you think it's dead, and then you go down there and then it's fucking alive or something. Like, horror games aren't about killing fucking massive amounts of things. That's not what a horror game is. Like, in the first Dead Space, they had the moments where they threw, like, 3 guys at once, like, toward you, and then you're like, oh shit, man, that's intense. Like, that's an action moment. But they also had moments where, like, you'd walk in, like, you'd go for, like, half an hour, and there'd be, like, nothing. But, like, creepy atmosphere.
Here's some good news. I found a munitions supply key.
Great. Don't get killed before you can use it.
Thanks, Carver.
But, like, and then, like, you get, there's, like, be, like, an area where you go and there's just, like, creepy environments and then, like, fake enemies. Fake enemies are really cool. I think fake enemies are one of the best things about horror games. Like, where you think an enemy is going to be there, but there isn't one. And they did that a lot in Dead Space 2. Like, holy shit, they did that a lot. Like, when you, in Dead Space 2, when you went back on the Ishimura, that was definitely the best part of the game, by the way. But when you went back there, and then, like, there'd be, like, nothing for, like, the first, maybe, like, 40 minutes of you being there, like, it would definitely build up tension. And that's what this game doesn't do. It doesn't build up anything. Or build anything up. It's just... oh, look, a few enemies. Pew, 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 pew. Alright, dead. Next area. Oh, look, a few enemies. Pew, 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 pew. Oh, dead. Oh, next area. Oh, no enemies here. Okay. Next area. Oh, few enemies. Pew, 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 pew. Dead. There's no, like, build up to anything. Oh, see? Next area. Pew, pew, pew. Dead. Let's go that way.
I want all of them. Every last bullet, Private.
I'm sorry, General Mahat, sir, but without the munitions key...
What's your name, son?
Kaufman, sir? Private Tim Kaufman, sir.
Do you like potatoes, Tim?
Yes, sir. I guess so, sir.
Good. Because if you don't find the goddamn key and have those munitions on a train by sundown, you'll be peeling goddamn potatoes for the rest of your goddamn miserable excuse for a military career!
What a faggot. Okay. What do we have in here? Oh, more of these guys. Nope. Pew, 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 pew. Fuck. Fuck. But like I said before, there's no build-up. Fucking goddamn it. Sometimes it stuns them, sometimes it doesn't. It's another one of those inconsistent things. Where, every once in a while, motherfucker, every once in a while it'll stun the guy when you shoot him with this thing. But then, sometimes it doesn't. Jesus. It's just like when they're in cover, they don't get stunned. Like, he got stunned there, and now he's dead. He got stunned, now he's dead. So far, though, the story for Dead Space 3 is, it's pretty adequate. Oh, he didn't get stunned. I don't know why. Wasn't in cover, so that was just another weird coincidence. I'd say the story for Dead Space 2 is probably the best in the series so far, from what I've played of the third one. The fucking, like, lovers quarrel in Dead Space 3 so far, it's fucking stupid. It's so goddamn dumb. Holy shit, it's fucking retarded. Oh, man, Ellie, I love you. Shut the fuck up, Isaac. I'm gonna be a douchebag, lol. So fucking stupid. And how there's no mention of Nicole whatsoever. Like, I mean, I get it, like, he got over that character. But that character is such a huge fucking part of the first 2 games. Like, integral to the first 2 games. Like, if you played Dead Space, then you know who the fuck Nicole is. Like, that's like the biggest fucking horror element for like the second one, and it's a huge story element. And so far to not have any mention or at all, like not even like a mention. That's all I fucking want, man. Out of health, of course. At this point, whenever I get to a combat zone, I just want it to end. Just because the combat's so fucking... Like, there's nothing to the combat in this game. No depth at all. Like, again, I'm gonna say, like, in the first Dead Space, when you got to a combat zone, you're like, oh shit, combat zone, you know what I mean? It's like, oh man, you don't get these often, so when you get them, they count. But in this game, they just throw enemies at you left and right, that there's really no special value in fucking, like, fighting 4 enemies at once. If I fought, like in this game, the average amount of enemies per room is, like, 6. If I fought 6 enemies in a room in Dead Space 1, I'd shit my fucking pants. Fuck. I mean, this gun is so awesome. Definitely my favorite gun in the game so far. Alright. Ite, dog. Ite. Ite. Yeah. But this game is very underwhelming.
Keep quiet. He's raised the munitions. Hold the line. Close.
These 3-way battles are just annoying. What the fuck? I had full health. How the fuck did I die? You fucking kidding me? What the hell? Wow, that was fucking dumb as fuck. And another thing, the deaths don't mean anything in Dead Space 3. When you die, you're like, oh shit, well, they did throw like fucking 12 enemies at me at the same time, so of course I died. In Dead Space 1, you'd be like, oh man, I died. Let me like do another strategy this time, because it's important you don't die often in the first game, because there's not a lot of combat in the first game, at least from what I remember. Combat every few rooms or so. In this one, they just fucking throw enemies at you constantly.
Keep quiet.
It's just so fucking dumb. It's still a fun game, but it's just not good Dead Space. We gotta work together, brother. Come on. Die, you fucking idiot. This game is so fucking bad. Like, this is the definition of a bad game. You take a decent you take a decent horror game, and then 2 games later, it's an all-out action game with no horror in it whatsoever. It's just a fucking generic fucking third-person action game. It's so fucking dumb. I don't know why the fuck they did that. And why the fuck isn't the checkpoint right here? Why do I have to go through that fucking elevator bullshit every fucking time? There's no reason. Just bad game design. Horrendous game design, if I say so myself. Let's try this fucking other gun. That worked well. I don't know, how the fuck am I losing all this goddamn health? What the fuck is this shit? Skip. I don't fucking want to do that. I'm not gonna do that right now. Maybe I'll do it later. But I don't want to do that at the moment. Just want to get back to the game, like the main game. The hell? Oh. Fucking Dead Space 3, man. Best game ever. This is definitely not a fucking good sequel. It's like if you fucking made, like, say Doom 4 was like a fucking RPG with, like, a medieval fantasy RPG. Or like fucking Street Fighter 5 is like a first-person shooter set in Vietnam or something. That's how, like, I mean, that's hyperbole, obviously, but it's just still a departure from the original games. And it's fucking, like, why call this Dead Space? Call this, like, fucking something else. This isn't Dead Space. It has Dead Space characters, but don't name it fucking... Yeah, this is Dead Space 3, guys. Like, you have a side game. Don't you have a side game like Dead Space, like, Extraction or some shit? Why not, like, make, like, Dead Space Action Series +1 or whatever, and then, like, have that its own separate series? It's just like Resident Evil. Like, the first 3 Resident Evil games are completely different than the latest 3 Resident Evil games. And just why the fuck would you bother, like, naming them in the main series when Resident Evil has a bunch of side series that they can use? It just doesn't make sense. But I'm gonna modify this weapon. Upgrade this shit. Just gonna upgrade damage. +2 damage. That's it? Oh man, that's just a +2 damage? No, like, negative side effect? That's awesome. Alright, so I'm gonna end it here. Thanks for watching my Dead Space 3 rant. For now... And I will see you later in more Dead Space 3 coming soon.